All right, what's going on, everybody? Titan Talk Tuesday in full effect. Sorry, I'm not in the studio. I was at the office earlier today. I left probably about 4:30. I came home because Sharice wasn't feeling too good, and I didn't want to make her suffer. Even she's been working all day since we got back from Vegas, which we didn't get into last night till like maybe 1:30 in the morning or something like that. So it was definitely late night, but it was a really, really good one. And big shout out to everybody that's joining me in Scott Robinson, Bestia, Thomaso, Brian, how you doing? Cap Cranium, what's going on? Kimball Tyler, what's going on? Breezy, Brad Smith, Jay Jacobs in the house, Tattooed Medic, Eric Kingsley, what's going on? How you guys doing? How do you guys client work? Sorry, I'm kind of throwing off here. How do you guys client work? I don't know what that really means. The Bad Barbie in the house. What's going on? Raw in the house. Kaji Gus. So, listen, guys, anything that we do here at Titan Medical Center, from feeling good, looking good, and performing your very best, we can help you out in so many different ways. Hormone replacement therapy, medical weight loss, vitamin amino acid injectable therapies, rejuvenation detox, libido enhancers, right? Peptide therapies like healing peptides, sexual peptides, and weight loss peptides, and nationwide blood work, in-depth blood work. Plus, we can pick extra panels, or we can pick just single panels if you guys want to, so we can really start dialing you guys in, and you guys know what is going on. Pix Trump Girl, what's going on? How you doing? 365, Mr. One Sane. I am Rizzy Zara. What's going on? Malavasas Vanessa, what's going on? How you guys doing? Primetime Hellcat, what's going on? All right, so anything that I just covered, right? Nationwide service. So, especially right now, we've got the holidays and Christmas coming up and stuff. There's gonna be a lot of good food, and a lot of people are looking to the new year for weight loss. They want to be able to accomplish their goal this next year and being healthier and maybe being thinner and leaner, right? And at that point, there's a lot of different people out there looking for these different things. And Titan Medical Center can help a lot of people out there. So if you guys are looking for somebody to help you out in some of these different ways, or you have a friend, family member, please refer them on to us. I guarantee they're going to like the results they're going to get from us. And we're going to make sure that their health is number one priority, bringing them a healthier, happier, everyday routine. I'm going to be 21 soon. Can't wait. YG Lee's going to be 21. I can't wait to get you on, man. 21 will be the magic number for you to be able to join. So let's talk about Olympia real quick, and then I'll get into the therapy of the week, which is Prometheus, which is a weight loss therapy. I'll describe that and tell you guys what's in it. So Olympia was really, really awesome this weekend. If you guys don't know what Olympia is, it's like the Super Bowl bodybuilding, right? All fitness, and athletes come from all around the world to compete on this Olympia stage, or a part of the expo where all the vendors and stuff are at, and other things, right? So it was amazing time. It was in Vegas, if you guys don't know that either. And it usually was in Vegas prior to the pandemic. But when the pandemic hit, they moved it to Orlando for 2 years, which was real nice. But we got the Vegas experience. And out there, it was really, really a great vibe all the way around. And a lot of different things going on out there. And if you guys know how Vegas is, it's all lights, glitz, and glam. So it was really cool to have the Titan crew out there, bring them out there, do the expo. We want to do that for a long, long time in Vegas. Got to accomplish that goal. And then I got even bigger and better news. So the better news was that Olympia is going back to Orlando next year, and it'll be the first week of November, which is awesome. Better because it's before Thanksgiving, not near Christmas, kind of like this. Like even this weekend, my dad's birthday was Saturday, and I was out of town. I felt so bad that I couldn't be there with him. Obviously FaceTimed him, had his gift here for him and stuff like that. So it was really, really cool. It was definitely a good experience. Got to meet so many patients, that are Titan Medical Center patients, and get to talk with them and take a picture with them and stuff like that. I love doing that stuff. I love meeting our real patients in life. Maybe if they're out of state or whatever it is, we get to see them through telemedicine or talk to them on the phone. But it's always great to get to meet them, because there's nothing like an in-person meeting with somebody. And it's really, really cool to see and talk to them about their regiments, how they're feeling, how Titan has changed some of their lives. It's just great. It was great all across the board. I was there, finally got to meet y'all. Yes, you did, GRS. That was awesome, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Just like stuff like that. Do Melson. My goal is to be bigger. So if you're trying to get bigger, right? We want to talk about the main things. And what are these main things? The main things are your nutrition plan, your activity plan, your sleeping plan. And getting all these things optimal as much as you possibly can. And then we want to look at some other things, right? We want to look at the age, how old are you and what's going on there? Are hormones good? Are you old enough for your hormones to be deficient or declined? I don't know your age. So that will really come down to some different information we want to look at to see what's the possible best route for you. Because there's some different routes, without hormones or anything like that, where you can get big, where you can gain a lot of lean muscle mass without having to use a whole bunch of anabolics out there. So there's definitely peptides out there that can definitely help along with this that you guys can utilize. Now, along with weight loss, let's talk about our therapy of the week, right? The therapy of the week is Prometheus. So Prometheus is an awesome therapy, and I got a lot of flack about this years ago when I came up with the formulation. But, I seen it then, and now there's all kinds of people who are trying to do this formulation out there. And the formulation has two different components to Prometheus. The main components, right? We want to talk about one, which is metformin, right? So that's the big one that's in there as far as for weight loss, is going to help out with controlling A1C. And then we talk about one more, and this other one is good for cutting cravings. It's good for mental, as far as enhancing the mood. So when we talk about these two medications that are in here, does it matter how old you are when you're using those products to get big? So it doesn't matter how old you are, right? We're not going to put you on anything that's going to be detrimental to your health or it's going to cause you issues. Now, obviously, as you get older, more things could happen, true, but, we're going to make sure that you guys are safe as far as taking the therapies, no matter what your age is. So that's the good thing. Breezy, you bought a badge. Big shout out to Breezy T79 for buying the first badge of the live. I appreciate you guys that do that. I always don't say I never require or anything like that, but it does help with the algorithm for Instagram to say, listen, these people like the content that I'm putting out, and they get to share it with more people. And that's what I'm trying to do. Really trying to connect with a lot more people out there and educate them, or, show them maybe some different options that they did not know existed, that they didn't know that were there, that they could be able to utilize, because a lot of people deal with a lot of these problems every single day, whether it's low energy, it's horrible mental clarity or brain fog. It's just no self-confidence these days with some people. And this is not because, they don't have any self-confidence. It's because the way that they feel, right? And this can lower your self-confidence. And that's really what it is. Rockstar, my dude, my man, David Hensley in the house. Thank you, brother. Aging well with Titan. Yes, you are, my friend. That's how all of us Titans are, right? We all want to turn back the clock. We want to feel good. We want to look good, perform our very best. I mean, who doesn't want to do that out there? Now, I don't think anybody could say, listen, I don't want to do this. Benjamin Mark, what's up, brother? Hope all is well. All right. So, with Prometheus, this is a capsule. So this is a good one for a lot of people out there. Some people don't like injections. And this can be used orally, and it can be used with other therapies too as well. So at that point, you can utilize these different therapies to help you guys get great, great results. In this one especially. So it's going to give you a little bit of energy too as well, but it's not going to be any crazy stimulant energy where you're bouncing off walls or getting a nauseous stomach or anything like that. It's more of a natural energy presence and not a stimulant therapy as far as that goes, like an ECA. Semaglutide, Jason, what's going on? Great question. What about semaglutide, right? When we talk about weight loss too, and it's really easy for me to convert back to semaglutide, because it is a therapy right now that is getting dominated as far as people being able to use it and getting results. Semaglutide. So semaglutide was originally FDA approved for type 2 diabetes. It controls hemoglobin A1C very, very well, right? But the other thing that it does is it's got another FDA approval, and that is for weight loss, because that was the side effect from the first round, I should say, when people started taking the medications. They started noticing weight loss, so they went for the FDA approval for that. It's very, very tolerable. There's no really big contraindications with it. thyroid nodules. There are a couple, but for the mass people out there, this is going to be one of the best weight loss drugs ever. So far, they're working on other ones, and they have another one out there that's supposed to be better, and it does have a little bit of higher percentage for weight loss and controlling hemoglobin A1C a little bit better. So there is something better right away. But this drug is very, very hard to come by. Luckily, Titan Medical Center has this for you guys. It's, for a 10-week program, it's $550. That's 5 milligrams of medication. Somebody came up to me at the Olympia, and they said, "Hey, listen, can you give me a price on this and kind of tell me what you guys would be at?" And what did it say? It said, for her medication, which was 2.5 milligrams, that it was going to be like $1,500. And we give double the medication for $550. So, she couldn't believe it. She's like, "Wow, this is crazy." She's like, "I'm definitely switching over to you guys." Shaped by Sarah, what's going on? I hope all is well. So it is a really, really good medication as far as you only have to inject it one time a week with a little insulin needle subcutaneous. Some people do get a little bit of nausea, but we do send out a medication along with semaglutide for preventing this nausea, so you guys never get it. There are some people out there that are not affected by it too. So it really depends what boat you fall in. But either way, you'll have the prevention there, so you'll be good to go. Now, I did see a comment here about ECA Stack Plus too as well. So let me just, I guess let's go over it real quick. So when we talk about another weight loss therapy that is in capsule form, we can talk about our ECA Stack Plus. Our ECA Stack Plus combines some pretty awesome, powerful components that are definitely going to help you guys with energy and for weight loss and for mental stimulation and clarity. So when we talk about ECAs, ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. So a lot of the questions are, well, is that ephedrine extract or is that real ephedrine? It's real ephedrine HCl. And then the next thing is, well, I thought that was illegal or something. No, the substance was banned for over-the-counter use, but being prescribed is a whole different level and can definitely be prescribed. Putting ephedrine and caffeine together is a synergistic way as far as using these two components for energy, right? For weight loss, fat burning per se, and for mental clarity. I mean, being on it, being like zoned in, focused, that is what ECA Stack Plus does. Now, when we talk about the aspirin portion, and don't worry, if you're allergic to aspirin, you can get this taken out of your custom dose of ECA Stack Plus. But the aspirin's there to thin the blood just a little bit. And there's not a lot of aspirin. It's 30 milligrams. A baby aspirin has 81 milligrams. So even if you were to take 2 ECA Stack Plus in one day, you still would not be over the baby aspirin of 81 milligrams, right? You have 21 milligrams to go per se. After that, we have the chromium and we have B12. Again, chromium to boost metabolism, to help process fats faster through the body. And then we have B12 for metabolism and for more energy component, for more of an energy side as far as the component goes. So that's really what's up. What's up, Willie Sky? What's going on, man? How you doing? Coach 6304, what's up? D Mansky, guess who's back? What's up? Yo said, Jordan, what's going on, man? I hope all is well. Humberman to Jameson, what's going on? Natty Martina, what's going on? Stroke of Genius, what's up? How you doing, Travis? Lux Whips in the house. I appreciate all you guys joining my live. You guys got any questions, or you guys maybe need some help or some advice on stuff of what could possibly work for the best for you for weight loss or building muscle or better libido function or anything across the board. Due to my low levels of free testosterone, is that the reason I have brain fog so much? So yeah, that could definitely be one of the main contributors to having brain fog. So when we look at testosterone levels for males and females across the board, because listen, both of us have the exact same hormones, just at different levels, and we just need a different dose per se if the testosterone levels are low. But when we look at these levels, and a lot of general practitioners out there only look at a total testosterone level because they really don't know what they're looking at. They say testosterone, we're testing testosterone, right? But to truly look at testosterone levels, we want to look at 2 main tests. And these tests are total testosterone, of course, and we want to look at free testosterone because both of them matter, right? Both testosterone lines matter. So at that point, when we talk about this, yes, your total is like your big reservoir, right? It's holding your total per se, right? So that's kind of what you got, right? That's what's in the bank ready to go. Now, after that, you have your free testosterone, and your free testosterone is getting pulled from that reservoir, right? So you're utilizing what's in the reservoir with your free testosterone that's distributing through the body. Now, what happens is some people, males and females out there, their total testosterone is great. They have like an 800 total, which is really good, or a female has a really high, like maybe a 40, whatever it is. And, then the free testosterone is low, right? And this is causing the problems. So at that point, like, yeah, we can definitely help out with ED if there's an issue with that, Zim. Let me know, and I can talk about it. Lexi Mate in the house. What's up? I see you at Olympia. I missed you. I'm sorry about that. What up, Antonio? What's going on, brother? All right. So when we talk about that, it is what it is. It's like you have to test for both free and total testosterone levels to really know what's going on. And if your free testosterone is low, you're probably going to have symptoms of low testosterone. And the brain fog is one of those symptoms. So if you can get your free testosterone up, that's great, right? Now, there is a medication out there that will do that. So there's a prescribed medication. So, a lot of underground people, or, people that don't know much, they get Proviron, and that's not legal in the U.S. So the legal drug to get to raise free testosterone is going to be Danazol, right? Danazol is a drug, and a lot of people, what is Danazol? I've never heard of Danazol before. A lot of people haven't because they really don't know everything. That's what I'm saying. I don't know everything, but I do educate myself, and I've been educated by a lot of smart people out there. So big ups to them. I just retain the knowledge. It's a beautiful thing because, Danazol is a drug that was supposed to be an estrogen blocker. So it's in the family of the Danazol, anastrozole, letrozole. So there's all, right? So it was supposed to be an estrogen blocker, right? Now, does it block estrogen? It might block a little bit of the conversion, but it doesn't do the job that anastrozole will do. Or letrozole. Letrozole is going to be a suicide AI. It's just going to kill everything. But, anastrozole is more of the way to go to block estrogen levels for us guys and females out there, right? But when we talk about Danazol being used, Danazol will free up testosterone like you guys would not believe right away. I'm talking about first day you take it, it's going to release that testosterone. You'll probably feel a lot better all the way around. Brain fog is going to go. Libido is definitely going to go up with it, especially. So, so if you guys are looking for something to raise free testosterone, we can help out with that. All right, YG, I hope we can help with that. Amanda's Nooks. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. I'm sorry, guys. Should be in the festive mood. I apologize. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, anything you guys are celebrating out there in this month, this special time of the year. We wish you the best time of year, right? We wish you the best day. And we'll have some videos coming out for you guys because we love being festive with you guys. We're actually taking our Christmas pictures tomorrow in the office. Art volunteered to do that for us. Thanks, Art. So it should be really, really good. How's the Queens of Titan Medical doing? They're doing phenomenal, Mitron. Thank you so much. I know Isabel said hello too as well. She's doing great. Andy, how you doing? I hope all is well. ED help. So Zim. So ED help. All right, we can help with ED in so many different ways. Now, ED could stem from, having low testosterone levels too as well. So that might be something you want to look at if you really want to fix the issue. But if you guys need to cover up the issue or perform better, and that's okay to perform better. That's all right. You don't have to be ashamed of wanting to perform your best. And any girl that looks down on it or a guy that looks down on it, it's for them too. So they should want the best of the best every single way, all different times of year. So gynecomastia guru Tampa. So we got gynecomastia guru Tampa. That's interesting. Very cool. Very good name too for Instagram. And a lot of people that take testosterone wrong get gynecomastia. A lot of general practitioners that prescribe testosterone and only testosterone to their patients, a lot of them come to me and have gynecomastia because of it. You have a lot of people that abuse anabolic steroids without any medical, consultation whatsoever, or overlooking or monitoring and doing it themselves. And there's a lot of people that have gynecomastia. And then you have kids, prepubescent kids, at that point they get gynecomastia. So it's a big, big topic. So thanks for joining the live. I appreciate you. That's pretty cool. Kenny Bashaw, for women too? Yes. So we have libido enhancers for both males and females out there. So obviously we have sildenafil, which is the main active ingredient in Viagra. We have tadalafil, which is the main active ingredient in Cialis. We have PT141, which is a peptide that is FDA approved for female libido enhancement that works on the nervous system. And it also works on the male nervous system too as well. So, we have Cupid's Candy, which involves tadalafil, which has PT141 and oxytocin. And if you don't know what oxytocin is, that's like a bonding hormone that can help you hopefully lower inhibition, be able to be more opener, and experience a lot more pleasure, hopefully, in the bedroom, right? Antonio Howard, my man, what's going on, dude? Danazol. It's Danzole. Danazol. That's what it is. So it's a really, really good drug. It's been on the market for a long time. Yes, we do prescribe it too as well. Yes, we do. One Life to Live, my man. I already said what's up. Eric, happy holidays. Let's say after a consultation, I qualify for testosterone and high supplementation. Curious what the prices are on those. All right, so if you were to come through as a male and you're out of state, the highest dose that's going to be recommended from our providers is usually 300 milligrams. And it all depends on what the provider wants to do. It could be 200 milligrams. Really, it just depends on you and the patient, the provider and the patient, to really talk over things to see what's going to be the best plan of attack. Now, if you qualify for or you're deficient enough to get testosterone and the provider prescribes it, what's going to happen is you're going to get three main components. It's going to be testosterone to replenish or to optimize your levels, and then you're going to get anastrozole, which is an estrogen blocker, and depending on what it is and what they think, what your dose is going to be there, and then you're going to get gonadal support. So probably going to be in clomiphene or kisspeptin, and at that point, that's going to be able to make sure you have add-back therapy to make sure your testicles don't shrink, no tightness, and that you keep a good semen production level and it doesn't lower, so you're like spit spat. So those are the three. Plus you're going to get all your needles and syringes, everything you need, plus shipping, medical review to your doorstep. It's going to be $370 for everything I just listed. So at that point, that's what it is. That'll be it every month. $370 would be your tops every month. If you want other things, obviously you can get those too. And they will throw you some discounts too on some of the different things. All right. Amani Price, what's going on? Deshauna, what's going on? Whenever I start my clomiphene cycle, would it raise free T as well, or would I need to take it with that drug that you were talking about? So it really depends, right? And clomiphene shouldn't be a cycle because you're going to have to utilize it. Well, I mean, you could try it for the 30 to 60 days like we were talking about, see if it does keep those levels up. Now, usually when you go on something like that, or even testosterone, most of the time the problem does get corrected because, you're raising those levels with something that's from an outside source. So we want to see that first, right? Sorry, my dogs are barking in the background. I apologize, guys. Shush. Sorry. So we want to see if those levels get raised by the clomiphene itself, right? If it doesn't raise along with it, then you take the danazol along with it, and you should be good to go. That's what most of our patients do, as far as if that does happen. Now, we'll see where your levels are at and see how it works, and then we'll just keep working with you, try to get those levels up and get them optimized so you're feeling good, man, because that is definitely an issue, especially if you're a younger guy, right? If you're 20 or 21 years old and you're experiencing these things, that's not how it's supposed to be. All right, A. Smith, if someone is taking low dose of testosterone today without a prescription, are you able to help that individual get a prescription without having to come off the testosterone they're currently taking? So no, we can't do that, unfortunately. I'm really sorry. What we would do is we would do like a bridge program type deal. So we'd give you some sort of like in clomiphene or something like that, somewhere where your levels aren't going to crash. We don't want to crash either, because I know how it feels. And I get this question quite a bit, right? I was talking to somebody at the expo about this. And, they don't want to get off. They don't want to feel, like crap and stuff like that. Well, listen, we can get you on the right way, but you got to try to work with us too. We need to make sure those levels get down, right? If you're taking low doses of testosterone, then, you know, it wouldn't be that long for that testosterone to be out of the body per se, or for your levels to be low enough to be able to prescribe. So at that point, you know, you really want to look at that. And, you know, it would, you know, the juice is definitely going to be worth the squeeze per se if you do that with us. So I hope that helps. All right. So let's get into the first topic of the day, and keep coming with the questions, guys. Please, I'll answer them. But until then, I'm going to go over these real quick because I thought they were pretty funny. All right. So in, you know, today's society, you know, a couple of the phrases that I hear quite a bit and quite often that I really don't like. One is toxic masculinity. That's how they say it, right? Toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity. See, I don't even like the word you say it. I like masculinity, but I don't like toxic along with it. But that's one, right? Now, I've never heard of this one before. A. Smith, I'll answer you in 1 second. All right, so I never heard of toxic forgiveness. And when this article got my attention, it said, you could be practicing toxic forgiveness without even realizing it. So then I'm reading about what toxic forgiveness is. So toxic forgiveness is when you forgive somebody and you don't really mean it, or you feel like you have to, or you don't want any conflict in the situation. You want to just let it go on, right? You know, so for example, right? So some people are out there and they do something wrong, and like the whole group's pissed at them, and they're like, all right, well, you better apologize. You know what? Oh, I'm sorry. They don't really mean it. They just do it because, you know, everybody's expecting them to do it, and that's the thing to do, right? But they're not really over what happened, okay? And, you know, I don't think you should, forgive anybody unless you really are over it, because, you know, then you're just lying to yourself and lying to them at that point. Now, to be able to do this, you know, some people do this because they're hurt about situations. They really like the person that did this to them, and they just want to forget about it. So the forgive and forget thing, right? That goes right along with this article. And that's just basically, you know, you forgive and you forget, right? Well, you know, for me, I can forgive, but I can never forget, right? So if somebody does really something bad to me, you know, I might be able to forgive them. Might. That doesn't mean I am. I'm not to that point yet where I can just forgive anybody for anything. But, you know, I've definitely come open to the suggestion of being able to forgive people a little bit more. And in that situation, I'll forgive somebody. But obviously, I'm not going to let that situation happen again in the future anytime. So I'm not going to forget about it, because that's my lesson I learned. And everything has a lesson, whether it's good or bad, right? So at that point, toxic forgiveness. So don't be toxic, be masculine. But, you know, you should be able to forgive somebody, you know, at that point. And if you're not ready to forgive that person, then don't. It is what it is. If you get caught in a situation where you have to because the group says you have to, then I guess you're giving toxic forgiveness. It's okay, though. It's all right. All right, so A. Smith say, what is low? So low can be anywhere between 300 and 550 usually. It really depends on the person when it gets to the fives, but that can be, you know, just considered low. So, you know, 300 to 400s, that's low. That's low enough for it to be prescribed. You know, that's the thing. You know, you're gonna feel not too good, or most people don't, at 300 when they come back on their total testosterone levels. All right. Who else we got here? What's going on, Ryan? How you doing? Any more questions? All right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Low total T can cause your free T to be lowest as well. Not necessarily, right? You know, it's really funny. Now, it does usually correlate. You usually have low testosterone total, and you usually have a low free. But I've seen it in reverse in both ways. I've seen where total testosterone is real high, low testosterone is real low. Total testosterone is real low and free is real high. I've seen that. Not too many times, but I've definitely seen it where it's like, wow, this is weird. But usually they correlate, and both of them are usually the exact same. So usually if they're real high, they're both high. If they're real low, they're both low. All right. Once bitten, twice shy. If we totally forget, then we end up getting bitten again. Marcus, you're right on point with that, sir. Yes, sir. For a 51-year-old. So, hey, Smith, it doesn't matter. 30 years old or 50 years old. 300 is low. It doesn't matter. If it is a 30-year-old per se, that sucks for them. A 51-year-old at 300, it's more common, right? It's going to happen. But the younger you are, you shouldn't have that issue, but it does happen with a lot of younger person or people. No IG Meech in the house. We got Meech. If you guys ever talk to Michelle on the phone, IG or no IG Meech. Nicole, what's going on? How you doing? Qatar, so fly guy. So Meech, you gotta let me know tomorrow. And it's gonna be me up to Meech if I give a couple holiday specials, and I always do a couple holiday specials. So I gotta figure out what they're gonna be, and I'm gonna figure out tomorrow because Christmas is coming soon. Gift certificates are also available for you guys if you guys want to get it for any of your friends, family, anybody out there that you want to give the gift of health or fitness to. I mean, who doesn't like to be better all the way around? So that is out there. Just want to throw it out there because a lot of people are buying gift certificates. Some people didn't know we had them until I posted to our story. So we do have them for everybody out there too as well. All right. Next one, MLB fan who turned down $3 million for Aaron Judge's record home run ball gets roasted by baseball world. So Aaron Judge, if you guys don't know baseball, it's cool. He plays for the New York Yankees. He's had some great stats as far as he's really new to the league, right? And at that point, he just signed again with New York, and Aaron hit 62 home runs this last year, which was a record in the American League. There was a fan out there that caught the ball, which God bless him. He caught it. That's awesome. Now this ball is a historic ball because 62 does hit the record. So with that, he did get a couple offers. One offer was for $3 million from the organization, and he turned it down. He also got a $2 million offer right afterwards. He said he was going to take it to auction because the auction said he would probably get more money for that. This one right here is a lesson in greed, folks. So listen up. So at this point, he got offered $3 million, turns it down, gets offers 2, turns it down, decides to go to the auction. He goes to the auction, and how much money do you think he gets? So he gets half of what he could have got. He got $1.5 million, which, hey, that's a lot of money. So, either way, from catching the ball, that's a winner, one way or the other. But he could have got $3 million. Think about that. $3 million instead of 1.5. You double up on your money just by accepting the first offer. So greed. Let this be a lesson to you. It's not always greener on the other side of the fence. Where you're at might be greener, and you are just not looking right. So at that point, make sure you guys, really think about some of these different things. And don't undervalue yourself for the situation you're in any situation. But don't be greedy either. If you think it's a really, really good deal, you might want to take it because that deal might never come back to you. Might be off the table so quick, your head spins. And Toos, what's going on? How you doing? Tootie Sanchez, Angel Moyer, what's going on? How you guys doing? If you guys have any question about what Tide Medical Center does, or if you guys are trying to hit any health or fitness goals out there and you guys need some direction, holler at me. I gotcha. Hey, John, hope you're doing well. Hope your family's well. Miss my Tan family. We miss you too. Everybody is well here on our side. Thank you so much, and we hope all is well with you and your family. And I hope you guys are going to have a Merry Christmas and having a happy holidays. All right, so let's get to the poll question. Do you have a hard time losing weight? 18% said no, I stay at my goal weight all the time. 20% said yes, I struggle to lose weight sometimes. 30% said yes, but what can Titan do to help me? And 32% said yes, I have a very hard time losing weight. All right, so there's only 18% of people out there that stay at their goal weight all the time. All the rest of the people are struggling to lose weight, whether it's sometimes or all the time, or have a very hard time losing this. And a lot of people want to know, what can Titan Medical Center do for them? So when we talk about this, let's talk about semaglutide, Prometheus, ECA Plus, AOD 9604, some of these different things that we have in our utility belt for you guys to be able to utilize to get weight loss, especially semaglutide. There's not anything else on the market like it. It is a drug that it really does help a magnitude of different patients lose weight, whether they have to lose an extreme amount of weight or they want to lose 20 pounds. It works for almost everybody across the board. There's very few people, which I've seen, come back and not get the results. And it happens pretty quick too as well. So a lot of different benefits along with that, not just losing weight, but being healthier. And if you control your sugar levels, you're going to live a longer life. Cells are not going to deteriorate as fast, and you will stay younger too as well. So it's really something to look at. Do you need a prescription for it? Yes. Everything that I'm talking about on here and everything that Titan Medical Center does is all prescription based. But we provide that prescription for our patients after you do the medical consultation with our medical providers. We send it over to the pharmacy, and at that point, the pharmacy sends directly to you. Cadota One, what's up, dude? I hope all is well. So Jeremy, what's going on? Jeremy Dutra, what's going on? How you doing? All right, so that's it, guys. That is the show. Figured it'd be nice and sweet, short today. I got some more stuff to do. Coming back from Olympia, I am swamp slammed and not much sleep. So I appreciate all you guys tuning in to Titan Talk Tuesday every Tuesday with me, John CEO, at 6 p.m. And I hope I answered all you guys' questions. If you guys got more questions, please shout them out to me next Titan Talk Tuesday. I'll be here with you guys every Tuesday. And I'll be live with Big Drew this Friday for Titan Lifestyle. Join in. All the fun, all the conversations, because me and him always chop it up and have a great time. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support. And I